haven't done a beard video for a while, haven't done any videos for a while, but I thought I'd get on and get back on YouTube here and do a video for you. I've been growing a beard for 6 months or more here in the Australian winter. I have trimmed it a fair bit, kept the shape, get the frizz out, you know, all the loose bits and the curls and stuff like that. I've cut off, I've trimmed, and trying to keep it relatively neat, you know. So basically a 6-month beard for me, and I've never done a 6-month beard before, so there's a little bit of a demo. People ask me on my other videos that, you know, got a decent amount of views, is what's the best length? So let me give you my my opinion, particularly like for me. Stubble, if you trim 2 to 3 millimeters stubble, you're good for about a week without having to do anything, which is good. It's really all I'm looking for is least amount of work. So 2 millimeter stubble, let it get to 4 millimeters, you're good to go for a week, or even maybe a little bit longer for some people. After about 4 millimeters, it will start to get a little bit fuller but messier, so you have to keep that into account. If you want to just maintain stubble, 2 millimeters, leave it for a week. 2 millimeters, leave it for a week, and that's you're pretty good to go there. It won't look messy and you won't have to do much with it. As soon as you get to 4 to say 8 millimeters, your beard might start to fill a little bit, but it will becoming messy. So you're at that stage where people might be going, oh, what are you doing? Trim that thing, look at that thing, or whatever, right? So 10 millimeters, you might be able to pull off a neat look at 10 millimeters, depending on, you know, whether it's curling and whether it's frizzy or not. 10 millimeters might be good. For me, 4 starts to look more like a beard for me. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is starting to fill, but starting to get a little bit messy. So 10, at least 10 millimeters you're going to need. If I trimmed at 10 millimeters all the time, it would be quite neat. It would be basically long stubble, but it'd be full covered for me. But the thing is, you're not going to get this length down the sides at 10 millimeters. You're going to be stuck with whatever the shape of your face is, right? So I've basically got no chin, but you can't tell. So when you grow something longer, you can change that shape, and that's not going to happen till at least an inch or more. So you've got to take that into account. So 10 to 20 millimeters. If the shape of your face is good, you might be able to pull that off pretty good. Now, 20 millimeters, which is what I'm thinking about going back from this. This is about 80 millimeters, 3.5 inches, something like that. That's what I'm thinking about going back to, because the number one reason why I'll probably go back to 20 millimeters is that's the limit on my shaver, on my clippers. So with a 10 millimeter guard and a 10 millimeter adjustment on the clippers, gets me 20 millimeters. I'll have a look what it looks like at 20 millimeters. I might go to 10 millimeters or somewhere in between. 20 millimeters, I definitely won't have the length down here, and it will probably follow the shape of my jawline, and yeah, take that into account. So at the moment, you probably can't tell, but I've got a really thick neck and no chin. You probably can't tell that by looking at me now, right? soon as you go back to shorter than, say, 2 to 3 inches, you're going to start to see that shape. So a longer beard, if you wanted to change, hide this chin area of your face a little bit, well, that's the way to go. What else can I suggest? I think I've covered pretty much everything. Obviously, growing this for 6 months, I've trimmed. Moustache would be literally here if I didn't trim it. It grows the quickest and the most out of everything, so I have trimmed it. But this rain summer, you know what, I might even try and keep this through the summer, but it's hot. I mean, where I'm at, I'm in Queensland, Australia. It can get hot. Some people say a beard will help you cool down. I'm yet to see that. It's not hot at the moment, so I don't really know. So leave a comment. Do you think I should keep this? Maybe even go longer. But what do you think I should do? Do you think I should come back to? I love stubble. But this also, I don't have to do anything with it for a couple of weeks or more. I'm not even touching it anymore. So that's a bonus. You really don't have to think about it too much. Can you imagine like people that shave every day and that sort of nonsense? It's like, I don't think I could ever go back to shaving every day. Definitely stubble I could. Once a week would be okay for me, just to trim back with the clippers. So let me know in the comments what you think I should do. Do you think I should just turn into a YouTube beard celebrity? Keep growing with a beard? Can you imagine that? Yep, I haven't really dyed it or anything. I'm not dyeing. I'm using the Just Man shampoo I told you in my last video. It's sort of like a rinse. It's it basically gives a little bit of a. It changes the grey back into a little bit more of a speckled. But mine is mainly white. The white bits on the edge is the ones I don't like, the colour I don't like. So, I mean, I'm only 50, so I'm a little bit over 50. So, I don't really want a white beard yet. But let me know in the comments. What's the time in this video? Let's get to 10 minutes. So heaps of people I've mentioned before in my comments from older videos. What's the best size? What's this? What's that? Best size is what suits you. You're only ever going to know until you do it, right? But what I always suggest you do, get yourself some clippers. You can see my reviews of clippers, but basically all the same. Just the only thing would be different is the time and more use, but you're going to get about the same with every set of clippers. Get yourself to 5mm. Now at 5mm, keep 5mm, so set your guard to 5mm or whatever length you think it is. It might be good for you. 5, 6, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. Set your guards. So for instance, 5mm. Now you're going to trim every single day for a couple of weeks at 5mm. Now after a couple of weeks, even go a month, just keep trimming every day and you'll see maybe a little bit come off and maybe nothing comes off. I'm not sure, but keep it at 5mm and let everything grow in at 5mm, and then you've got a good idea of what's going to happen, right? At 5mm, there's no point just going to 5mm, trimming back, and then go, oh, I don't like 5mm. Let it sit, let it grow, let it fill in, let everything come up, because hairs take longer to come up. You know, by the time you get to 5mm, some of the hairs won't even have come out yet, possibly. So get to whatever you think is a good length for you, and keep it for a month, and then reassess the length and say, maybe I want it a bit shorter, maybe a little bit longer would be good, and do exactly the same thing. Okay, so I want to be to 14mm or 15. So I want to be 15mm. Let's try 15. Keep 15. Keep trimming 15mm on your guard every day for a month, and then you'll know pretty much whether that would be a length for you to keep and easily maintain, because that's what we want to do. We want ease of maintenance, right? So that's what I would suggest you do. Whatever length you think is good, get to that length and keep trimming that length for a month, and then you're gonna have a better idea. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Should I keep growing? Should I just keep maintaining about this length by trimming it, which is what I've been doing? I haven't trimmed it for a while. It's a little bit messy, but let me know in the comments what you think I should do. Should I trim it back to stubble? Should I trim it back to 20 mils on my guard? Let me know. Give us a thumbs up and a like, because I'm desperate for views now. YouTube literally hate me now. So give me a thumbs up and a like if you want me to keep going. And give me your comment in whether I should grow, keep growing, keep growing longer, keep this, or go back to a shorter, say 20mm or 10mm, or go right back to stubble for summer. Catch you next time.